Blowhole. Hello, everyone. It's your lovely podcast host, Dinko, or Dominic, joined by Monster774, or Brian. This is going to be episode 9 of The Blowhole. We messed up the number last time, and Brian tried to cover for that, but I called him out and made it very obvious that it wasn't. So I fixed it in editing. Don't worry. It's really professionally fixed. You guys have seen that already.
I was gonna
You're
say
aware of
they
my...
know by now if this
Yeah, yeah.
episode.
No, I know. I know they know. Could be their first episode, though, and now they want to go back.
That's true. Jeez, I'm fucking shit up over here, man. I'm just excited.
No, it's okay. Just crash your whole setup.
Just fucking throw everything.
It's how we get a viral clip. Go nuts.
My desk, I haven't wire managed it yet because I'm an idiot and I'm lazy. But
I haven't.
The problem is my desk isn't against a wall, and it probably should be. And it's so that I can stick my I have like a foot stand on my built into my chair, and I do it so I can be lazy and kick my feet out under my chair. The problem is my dogs like to run underneath my desk to come lay behind me. And I'm really afraid that one time one of them is going to catch that wire to my monitor, and my monitor is going to get fucking launched across this room, and it's going to suck so bad because it's like inevitable. I feel like I just need to do it and tie it up so it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay to slack on wire management if you are against a wall or something, but in your situation, yeah, I think you need wire management.
Yeah, I do.
I'm against a wall, which is why you can see my extremely clean office space.
I'm in a corner.
Yeah. In a closet.
No. That is
in
not.
The closet.
No.
In the closet. The figurative gay closet.
The metaphoric closet.
Yes. The gay closet. Brian's gay. You heard it here first.
When was the last time you went to the movie theater to see a movie?
I might be wrong, but I want to say it was Nosferatu.
How long ago was that?
At least a year at this point.
Are you a candy buyer or a candy smuggler?
Smuggler all the way. Who buys their candy at the... If you're buying your candy at the movie theater, you deserve to be poor.
Is that like a consensus across everybody? Like we're not paying for candy anymore. It's not happening. We're all smuggling candy.
If you're buying candy at the movie theater, there's one of two things that's going on. One, you're poor but can't figure out why. And two, you are not poor and you just want to flex on everybody because it doesn't matter that you have to buy candy at the movie theater. I smuggle in popcorn.
I don't... How the fuck you gonna pop it? Is there a mic? You bring a microwave too? You got that motherfucker hitting? No. And a generator?
No, it's in a Ziploc bag in my wife's purse. I say, bring the big purse this time. And she grabs the big purse, put a box, empties that bitch, nothing in it other than popcorn and candy.
See, I won't buy candy. God, I'm stuttering. Why am I stuttering? Yes. So I won't buy candy. I smuggle that shit in.
This guy talks for profession, by the way.
Yeah. But I won't buy popcorn, or I will buy popcorn. Just because I can't get like the actual, like I don't have a popcorn maker at my house, so I can't get the ones that you like pour the stuff in the kettle and it's better popcorn than the popcorn in the bag. That is the only reason I will buy popcorn from the movie theater. But
we'll agree it is better popcorn, and I do buy popcorn. I've never had burnt popcorn from a movie theater.
You never had burnt popcorn in a movie theater ever?
Not from a movie theater, no.
Oh, okay.
No. Can't relate.
It's not great. Because I
would imagine it's not.
I don't know if I'm going to guess most movie theaters throw the shit out, but for whatever reason I got burnt popcorn, and like I didn't want to go back up there because I could still smell the burnt popcorn when I went like to go do
Mm-hmm.
something else. So it's like they're just gonna give me another thing of burnt popcorn. Why would I go back?
Yeah, dude. You're talking. You were surprised to hear popcorn, like smuggling popcorn in.
Yeah.
Dude, with my movie theater in my hometown had a McDonald's across the street,
Yeah.
and we would all my group of teenage friends in high school would all go to McDonald's, get like two McChickens and two hamburgers, and fucking sneak those bitches into the movie theater and be eating
See,
McChickens and hamburgers in the movie theater.
I've done that. I've taken like actual food into the movie theater, not like restaurant food, but fast food, shit like that when I
No,
was a
never
teenager.
restaurant food.
I remember the first time I like snuck candy past the thing, and it felt like I was sneaking booze past my parents. Like you remember you had like a backpack or something, and it was always bottles for whatever reason. And like you walk past somebody else's parents or your parents, and it's like, what are you doing? Nothing. And the bottles are you're like you can hear the fucking
Yeah.
bottles jingling, which means they can hear the bottles jingling. So that's how I felt like the first time smuggling candy through. It was like you move and it was in like whatever pocket and it's like you can hear the fucking bag move. It's like, oh, they're gonna know. What are they gonna do? They're not gonna do anything.
Also, they're fucking 16-year-olds. What the fuck do they care? They don't give a shit that you're taking fucking candy into the movie
Yeah,
theater. They
yeah,
probably do the same shit when they're going to the movies. They don't give a fuck.
yeah.
I've also, the comparison to liquor's funny because I've also snuck liquor into the movie theater as well.
I've never done that, but I could
Yeah.
see. I could. I don't know why I've
Just
never
like
thought
a
of that.
just like a little like not a fifth. I think a fifth is like a bottle, but like the
The
flask
airplane
ones, you
bottles,
know?
the little ones.
Not even those. Like the in between a bottle and the airplane one. You know,
Yeah.
that's like a flask size. We've snuck those in before.
Hmm.
It was also a
We
small town, so the
we
movie
say
theater wasn't
snuck in.
like.
It's not like you walk through a metal detector and get patted down at the fucking movies either. Like
Yeah,
they're not checking you.
we'd also steal movies. Like we
Movie
wouldn't.
hop.
Yeah, yeah. Well, not even movie hopping. We would get our money together and we would have one person go in and buy a ticket. And way our movie theater worked is it had exits
Mhm.
like that were way far from the lobby. So we would all just wait by the exit while one person went in, bought a ticket, went to the exit, opened it, and then we all just shuffled in there and went to
We
see the movie.
we never did that, but like we would go and to like an earlier movie. So like let's say we were meeting some people at a later movie. Me and my friends would go early and then we would watch whatever movie we wanted to see and then when that one was over, we'd go find another movie that was starting and just walk through the lobby and go sit in that
Yeah,
movie until the people that we were coming to see whatever other movie came. It was I watched a
yeah.
lot of free movies.
I I didn't do the sneaking in a whole lot, but we did do it a couple times and never got caught.
When you're young and have no
Also,
money.
again, small town movie theater, we knew everybody that worked there.
Mhm.
So they didn't really give a fuck what we were doing there.
Dude, I had a guy at a like a worker at a ski hill schmoozed me and my buddy out of like $200. It was either yeah, I think it was $200 because $100 each. So we got to this ski hill early. You can have like a nighttime pass for like from sunset to when they close or from like 4 o'clock to when they close, whatever it is. And
hmm
we got there like 25, 30 minutes before you could buy that ticket. And so we're like, okay, we'll go make a run and then we'll come down and buy our ticket. Like we had full intent in buying tickets. We weren't going to
Right.
ride for free all day. And so we go, we ride down, everything's cool. We look at our phones. It didn't take us half as long as we thought it was going to. So we're like, all right, we'll go
hmm
one more run and then we'll go buy our ticket. We get on the lift, everything's cool. We get all the way up the lift because this is before they had like the scan cards and shit. It was literally just like a lift ticket on your jacket.
Sure.
And we get all the way up the lift. We get off, we ride down, and this guy starts walking towards us. And I was like, shit. So we start kind of scooting away. I undo one of my bindings and I'm like getting out of there and the guy snags me, like actually grabs me, and I was like, "Fuck!" And my buddy's like getting off, And he yells at my buddy, and my buddy stops and comes back, and I was like, oh, now we're fucked. So he said, did you guys buy a lift ticket? And we're like, no, we didn't buy a lift ticket. We did 2 runs, and then we were going to go buy ours. Like, legitimately, we were waiting for the Twilight Pass or whatever it was. And he pulls us, like, takes us all the way into this back office, sits us both down. Um, and he's like, all right, here's the deal. He's like, either you guys
This is going to turn into a Bryan essay story.
either you guys give us $100 each and then go buy your tickets, or we call the police for theft of a service. And I was either 16 or younger because we didn't drive ourselves. So it was probably younger than 16. And we didn't want them to call our parents. So we both gave them we gave them $100 each, and then went and bought our lift tickets. So not only did we buy an expensive ass lift ticket, but we paid some dude, the dude who caught us, and then some other guy who was in there with us. I'm gonna guess the manager. They both got $100 out of the deal, and then just made us go buy our fucking ticket.
Nice.
I guarantee they didn't, like, what purpose would anybody in the corporate world that was running that place have for the $200? They're not giving, that manager and that fucking worker ain't giving it back to the ski hill. They're taking that shit. They totally just schmoozed us for $100 or for $200. It was ridiculous.
It's pretty ballsy for them to assume you had $100 each. Like if I pulled 2 kids to like scam them, I'd be like, you guys got to give me $20, because I wouldn't think that 2 kids had $100 on them.
But think about it though, you have 2 kids who are under the age of 16 at a ski hill. You figure if they went there, their parents gave them money to get food, buy the ticket, do all that. So they assumed that we at least had enough to get the ticket, which meant it was close enough to $100 each. So at least that's my assumption. Okay. So either we weren't going to be able to go snowboard and weren't going to be able to buy a ticket, or we would have enough money to pay it.
I see. So they didn't give a fuck if you were able to get a ticket afterwards. They're just like, they have at least this much money, probably a little more.
Yeah.
So we're going to get that out of them.
And that was the thing. It wasn't like they were saying, here, go pay for 2 tickets, go pay for a daytime ticket, and then go pay for the Twilight ticket so that you get charged for both. Because that would have made sense if that's how they were going to do it. No, we handed this dude $100 cash, and he kicked us out of the office, and I never saw him again.
Nice. That guy's my hero. I need to pull more scams on children.
Yeah. He
must be so easy to scam.
He saw an opportunity and he took advantage of it, is what happened. 100%.
That's awesome.
Were you ever scammed as a kid?
Was I ever scammed? No, but my wife was kind of. Not her, I guess more of her parents, but she just told me the story a couple times about how you remember leapfrogs?
Yeah.
Well, this was like at the height of leapfrogs, so they were like sold out everywhere. They couldn't get a leapfrog, so her parents found one on eBay and like overpaid for it. And then it was for Christmas, so it came. And they got it, and they're like, okay, cool. And they wrapped it, and put it on the tree. And then Christmas Day came, and she opens her leapfrog, and she opens it. She's like, oh, cool, leapfrog. Opens the box. It's a phone book. There was a phone book inside of the leapfrog box, and she got totally fucked.
I know someone who got scammed on eBay for a motorcycle.
A full motorcycle?
Yeah, it was like the early days of eBay, like early days of eBay.
They paid for a full motorcycle and didn't receive it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as my own getting scammed things, I can't think of one. I mean, I've been stolen from, but not anything like, nothing crazy, like a video game from a friend. I did some scamming. In high school.
He said, I've scammed.
I've scammed, but nothing like too crazy.
I have scammed.
I did. I told so I was probably a freshman. And there was like a kid who was like in eighth grade, so like a year below me, and he wanted to buy some weed. He wanted to buy some weed, and I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I can hook you up with some weed. Well, just I knew somebody who had pot plants on their property, like they just happened to grow there. Like they weren't even like a pothead or anything. They just were like, "Oh yeah, and you want to come check them out?" They were male plants or anything, so there's no buds on them or whatever. But it's like, "You want to come check them out?" Sure. So I go over there and I pick a bunch of the leaves, and then I crush a bunch of the leaves into balls that look like nugs, kind of, and then I compress them down in between books, and then I sold them to that kid who wanted to buy some weed, and then he went to a party later that same day and smoked the weed, and he was telling everybody how high he was. it was it was pretty funny. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna. I don't. I'm not gonna say everybody has a similar story, but I'm pretty sure there is a similar story to come out of every high school.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, no, I was friends with the girl who was throwing the party, and she told me later on, like, oh yeah, so and so came to the party, and he was acting like he was all high, and she didn't even know that I did that at the time. She was just telling me that story, and I'm like, dude, he wasn't high. I sold him nothing. I sold him leaves, and we had a good laugh. Yeah.
A good old chuckle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then and this isn't stealing, but I totally convinced a neighborhood kid to trade me a Pokemon that was not worth what I traded him. I just talked him into it, and I got like a way better Pokemon than what it was worth. Then he wanted it back, and I told him no.
I went home to visit a couple weeks ago, and my little sister. I think I talked about this on the last episode that we went to the card shops and stuff. Did I say that? So,
Yes,
um, I think I talked about all this. How everybody's all addicted to cards now.
I don't think you specifically. I was just editing it, and I don't think you specifically said that
Oh,
everyone's
well,
addicted
if
to
I haven't
cards.
said it, I talked to my mom the other day, and she's like, was telling me that my stepdad had ended up or had he's been organizing all of his cards now, and like that's what he does after work. And my little sister has bought like a shit ton of Pokemon cards.
Nice, nice.
She's like, "What did you start?"
It's
It's fun.
gambling, bro. It's gambling.
Kind
That's
of,
why it's
yeah.
fun. No, it is. It's
But
100%
like
gambling for
it's
kids.
it's gambling. I mean, buying cards, yeah, at that point now is. But like with
Yeah.
the older cards, it's like gambling, but with money that you spent years ago. You know what I mean? Where it's like
If you already
there,
have cards, yeah. If you
yeah,
already have them, yeah. But buying like new packs is
yeah,
totally just gambling, which is why I do it. I don't gamble anything else, but I will buy a card pack and hope for a good card.
yeah. That's what I was saying the last episode. I don't know what it is about the dopamine hit from opening a pack of these little shiny fucking cards, but it brings pure joy.
Especially when you get a hit, dude. It's the best. When you get a fucking good hit, like you buy a $7 pack and you get an $80 card out of it. Oh, it's fucking good.
Do you have like a strategy? Do you like pull one up and put it to the back and then flip that
Depends
one?
on the set. I always try to keep the most rare card in the pack in the last as the last card.
Mm-hmm.
So like for certain packs, it's like three from the back. Take those three out, put them in the front, and then your best cards in the back. Or it's three from the front, put those in the back, and then your best cards in the back, or something like that. It all depends on the back. And when I was way more into it, I knew the little tricks for all of the packs. I don't remember any of them now. And the new sets that have come out, I don't know if they've changed at all or anything, but yeah. So I usually try and keep the good stuff for the very end. Get that little boost.
Post.
Yeah, I probably spent like there's this card that I wanted that came in a specific set that was like $100 or maybe a little less than $100. and it came in that set, and I'm like, okay, if I could just, because it's this total gambler mindset. I'm like, if I could just spend $25 in packs and I can pull that card, I've just saved $75. Now,
For a card I'm
$125
never gonna
later in
sell.
packs, yeah, for a card I'm never going to sell. And then, $125 in packs later, I bite the bullet and don't even buy the card. I'm just like, okay, I give up, I lose. And then
See,
I don't get the card.
I think I could do it with Pokemon cards though, because I am not like it's not that I don't like Pokemon. Like I played the games on my DS growing up and stuff. It's cool. I just never got super into it. So I don't really
Hmm.
care about them enough to keep the card. So like if I pull a good card that's worth
Sure,
$100, it's getting sent off to get graded and it's getting sold. Like that's
sure.
how I could do that. That's where it would be more like gambling. But like the NASCAR cards, I'm looking for one specific card, and that's all I fucking want. And I guarantee I'm going to spend more money in buying packs to get that specific card than I ever will get for the card itself. So
That's how it works.
it's kind of pointless. But now that I know that these signed cards are in there, it makes me want one. And there's got to be a good percentage because the guy whose card it is has a deal with Panini. So like it's not like they're scarce. They got to be a good amount in there.
Sure,
Maybe not the
sure,
signed
sure.
ones though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I get that. Yep, been there, done that. I haven't bought packs all that. I occasionally buy a pack here and there, but I haven't had any chase cards yet because I built a lot of the decks that I wanted. So
Yeah,
I didn't. I don't really have much reason to chase right now.
I think I'm going to go buy some more this weekend.
Come on, you motherfucker! Ah, shit! God damn it! Same shit! Same shit, different.
Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Do that shit up. I hope. I
I think
hope the best.
that makes me want to buy Pokemon decks too, because I feel like it's easier to get like $150, an
Um,
$80 card in a Pokemon deck.
I haven't done like the math on it or anything, but I think you honestly might be better off with like Magic the Gathering. Like
Really?
Magic the Gathering
I
has a
didn't know
lot
their
of
cards were really
cards.
worth that much. I just
Oh
don't know
yeah.
that much about Magic Gathering though.
Oh yeah. No, like let's see what it is right now. I don't remember what the last set is that came out, but it's just more broad of value. Like there's a lot of bulk in Pokemon to where like a lot of the cards are worth nothing,
Hmm.
as to where like in Magic there's a good amount of cards that are worth something, you know. Like if you buy a pack, like there's if you buy a pack of Magic cards, there's a good chance that you price it out and you at least make your money back for the pack. Like I would say 30% of the time, or like 30 to 40% of the time, you like make your money back, even if it's just the same amount.
Yeah.
And then other times you make profit off of it. I'm trying to see what the
The whole
let's look at this
the whole
because
reason I started the whole card or doing the card things or what got us into doing the card thing was my brother had my old or not Pokemon, my old Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I had just been thinking about those the other day. I was like, I'm going to see if these are worth anything. And I scanned every single one of them. And I think the most one card was like $12.
yeah.
I was like, none of these are worth shit.
Yeah, no, I would say that that is the case with a lot of Pokemon cards, but let's just use the Avatar that Last Airbender just did a collaboration with Magic,
Hmm.
and let me figure. This website kind of sucks sometimes.
Da-da, 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 bop. Just hanging
Okay,
out over here.
so so the most expensive card from the newest set. So these aren't even like old cards that have, been around forever and they're super collectible or anything. The most expensive card in the Avatar: The Last Airbender set is $5,750.
Holy shit.
Uh, then there's a 750, a 500, a 400, 400, and then it drops off a little bit after that. But those are all like collector packs, which those cost a little more. Those are like $15 a pack. But if you pull one of those, clearly you're making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Um, the base pack stuff is still $65, $55, $45 out of a $7 pack. So,
Wow.
and then it's, 50, 38, 38, 29, 26, and these are all
I feel like
$15.
I could be wrong, but I feel like that makes sense too because more people are looking for specific Magic the Gathering cards to build decks. Where Pokemon cards,
Correct.
they're looking for one or two specific cards to have it because it's worth something. It'd be I think it would be
There is
easier to get rid of
there is a
Magic the Gathering
community.
cards too.
There's a community of actual like Pokemon card players, but I don't think the chase cards in packs are really related to like the actual playing of the game. I don't think the value comes from like functionality. Like a lot of the value from Magic cards comes from functionality.
Yeah.
But then, just because I'm nerding out here for a minute,
If you see me selling
the
Magic the Gathering cards on eBay, mind your fucking business, okay? Buy one.
um, there's the most expensive card on the website right now um, is from a pretty recent set, a Final Fantasy set, $6,700, and that would have come out of a $15 pack.
Is this a graded?
Nope, these are not graded. These are just purchase. They're near mint in the description, but they're not graded at all.
So, okay, in the Magic the where this is a long fucking talk about cards.
So
But
we're
I guess fuck
nerds.
it.
Well, I guess
Uh,
I'm the nerd, but
in the Magic the Gathering community, would people rather them not be graded so that they can use them, even if it's a
um,
$6,500 card?
it depends. I mean, if you want, so there are certain cards that people would prefer to have graded, but they're just not gonna plan on playing with them, and there's just kind of like a historical value to them. Um, but in general, yes, the expensive cards are not graded because people either they call them bling decks, where they're just decks that are expensive, like the most expensive version of whatever card, and then that's just a flex on people. But in general, if people are going to spend this kind of money on cards, they're going to keep them in good condition. Maybe not get them graded, but keep them in good condition.
Okay, okay. Hmm.
Like
Interesting.
a graded. I think it's called a Mox Diamond, or no, Black Lotus. A PS. So this is a graded Black Lotus card, and it's only graded at 8.5, so it's not even a 10. $129,000.
Holy, oh my gosh.
A graded 10, $488,000.
Now, is that like an old card that you can't pull it anymore? There's no more. All of the ones that are in existence, somebody has.
Correct. Yes, and they
Okay.
don't reprint them. They don't make them anymore. This specific card that I'm talking about now is actually banned in play. You can't even use it.
Really?
Yes, you can't even use it in play because it's been deemed too good. Um,
Do they do
and
that too so
the
there's no replicas so that people aren't trying to make more replicas of them? You think?
why they do what because of that?
do you think they banned it from play so that it didn't increase the chance of people trying to make replicas of it so that they could use it in gameplay?
Um, People just like it's illegal to full on like what's the word I'm looking for? Not copyright, but like counterfeit. It's illegal to counterfeit a like magic card
Yeah.
to make it look exactly like it's supposed to. People do proxies, which I do, but then they'll have something very obvious on it marking it as a proxy so that it's not illegal. And they
So you can actually play with proxy cards though, like
not
in a
in
match.
tournaments,
Okay.
not in tournaments. If you go to like a professional tournament, you're not allowed to use proxies. Certain game stores will allow it with their personal tournaments, but some also won't allow it. And the most expensive card ever sold that's recorded is the Alpha Edition Black Lotus. So that's the very first printing of it ever. Um, Sold for $3 million in a private sale in March 2024. That was a PSA or a GCG10. It's just another grading company, and it sold for $3 million. The previous record was a Lord of the Rings card that I think was signed or something. I don't remember why it was so expensive, but that was purchased for $2 million by Post Malone.
So if per se somebody was going to, I don't know, just buy cards to sell them on eBay,
Mm-hmm.
what packs would you suggest that he or she buy specifically to have the best odds to profit
I've
from this
I've
venture?
had the
Complete
answer
hypothetical
for
though.
this. I've had the answer for this. I'd have to look over the sets to remember the name of the set. But I believe it's School of something. Hold on. Is it School of Mages? No, Strixhaven. Yeah, Strixhaven School of Mages, I believe, is the most profitable packs. I believe. But there's no crazy big hitters in there. It's just a consistent amount of value amongst the cards, I think, if I'm remembering correct. But good thing no one listens to this podcast yet, because then people go buy them and then the price would go up. But I believe Strixhavens are the set. I bought a lot of Strixhavens looking for one specific card, but let's let's see what Google says. Nah, it's just telling me that the Alpha Edition is the most profitable because they sell for $3 fucking million or whatever. So
Okay.
and there's like very limited Alpha packs left. The Alpha packs themselves cost like $10,000 or more, and you might just
Holy
get
shit.
complete duds where there's nothing in there worth any money. So yeah, it's Magic the Gathering is if you're strictly trying to make money off of cards, I believe Magic's probably the most realistic. But I think Pokemon, you have like more people maybe willing to spend money on them just because of the collection aspect of it. Um, but in reality, buying packs, you're most likely not going to make money. In reality,
Womp womp.
yeah, most likely. Yeah, it's the odds are stacked against you, but you could get lucky.
Make it happen.
There's people who do like what you're kind of describing, like they'll buy a pack of 20 packs or whatever, and then they'll open them and they'll price out every card and
Scalpers.
they'll Not necessarily. Some of them, yes, but some just do it for content or because they, just like the game and like the numbers about it. But yeah, there are definitely scalpers, but I don't think they're usually making content about it. But I've seen videos where a guy will buy a pack for like a box for $120 or whatever, and then they'll open all the packs and see how much profit they made, if any.
I see.
Um, Typically, no profit to be made. Typically.
Hmm. Well, I'll pass that information on to anybody who needs to know that.
Yes. Yes, not us. We're not going to invest all of our money right now into magic packs and then
Nope.
sell them. Well, enough nerd talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Yeah, that was
something not nerdy. Like marathon. No,
that's
I'm joking. We're not talking
I
about
mean,
marathon
that's a
again.
little less nerdy, but I still think pretty nerdy.
There's, I think, a casual player base for marathon. I think.
Um,
I don't know because I'm not
yeah,
one of them.
I I am probably the closest thing that you're gonna get to a casual marathon player. And
That's probably
don't
true.
miss the fact that for a month I played every single day with you.
Hmm.
At least a
Game's
month.
only been out for 35 days, so
Yeah.
that's that's quite a
Like
bit. Yeah.
it was all the way up until I left for my trip. We played every single day.
Yes. Very much
And
so.
that just so everybody who's listening understands the skill gap here. Um Before I left, I think I was like a level 32 and Dom was like a 100. That is the skill gap
I'm
here.
145 now. Yeah.
And I'm 35 still.
Right. Yeah. I
Also,
mean, there's definitely more. There's a time thing to be said there. I do spend more time in the game, but yeah, the skill gap
yeah.
is
You
definitely.
almost got left the other day, by the way.
Almost got left.
Yeah, yeah, you almost lost your duo
Why?
because Farm Simulator went on sale and I almost bought that shit.
Oh, well, I would understand. I mean, you like your farm sim. You
I
like
love
farm simming.
Marathon, but
Well,
I'm
yeah,
getting better at Marathon too. Like it's actually
you are.
enjoyable to play.
You are. This is marathon. For reference here, Brian's really bad at FPS games.
Terrible. Awful.
Yeah, historically bad. Our group
Yes.
typically calls him the Rock, and
Yeah.
it started off as like a joke
Emotional
about him.
support.
Right, yeah. Yeah, he's the emotional support of the group and he keeps us together so that we always have somebody to blame when the match goes wrong. Instead of the two people that are good at the game yelling at each other, we could just be like, Brian, no, and
Yeah,
blame
yeah,
him for our downfall. Yeah. So
yeah.
he holds the group together. But that's being said, I've seen you perform the best you have in marathon. I've seen the best performance.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, I haven't played very many FPS games since I bought a PC, but other than like
Also true.
Apex, and I guess we did play a little bit of the finals. Is that a first person? Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's first person.
Um, but yeah.
You're pretty
I
decent at
probably
finals too.
I have probably the most time into marathon that I've had into a first person shooter in a long time. A long time.
Yeah, that's probably fair. I mean, there was definitely like Apex times where we were playing a lot of Apex, but
Yeah, yeah. When I first heard about Apex, which was way after it came out, still we played a lot of Apex, and I feel like I was
mhm.
better at Apex when I first started. But that also might have been because the pool of people that were playing at
Yeah,
the time weren't as good.
yeah. Over the years, the casuals have filtered out, and it's just a lot of sweaties on that game now, which will happen with Marathon eventually, unfortunately.
Dude, I miss Rainbow Six Siege, and I know a bunch of people still play it, but it's like that
Yeah,
now,
it's
where you're
still
just getting
huge.
fucked up every time you're in a
It's
match.
still huge, and I'm not to like stroke my own ego, but I'm like pretty decent at FPS games, and I still get fucked up in Siege quite a bit. There's a lot of knowledge there that I never played the game enough to learn it all,
Yeah.
and there's
We
a
played a lot of
fuckload there.
Siege together.
Yeah, but same thing with Apex. That was back when like nobody knew what the fuck was
Yeah.
going on, And now there's like a call out for like a corner in a hallway, two stories away. Like someone will
Yeah.
have a call out for it.
There's a whole lot more strategy to it now than there ever was when we were playing it.
Yeah, no, it was more just like run around and try and get a kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's like hold this hallway.
That's also
forever.
because our like first person shooter games for us coming from like PlayStation 2 and Xbox were like Halo and
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, where you had like free for all and team
Call of Duty
deathmatch.
before Nicki Minaj was in it, and Snoop
Yes.
Dogg and Peter Griffin.
Yeah, when it was supposed to be a realistic war game.
Realistic is used lightly there. But at the time, it was intended to be that way. Yes.
Yeah.
And then we got spoiled with games like Tarkov and other things like that that really broke down the like shooter sim type deal.
Yeah, well, Call of Duty ran so Tarkov could run. Or I fucked that up. Call of Duty walked so Tarkov could run.
Yes.
Man, I fucked that up bad.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
My brain fully fell on its face on that one.
You know what? I don't see really much anymore, and I don't know why. I guess because everyone's just a fucking super sweat, and there's no like space for this anymore. I never see like trick shot montages come out of Call of Duty anymore. Maybe I'm just not in the Call of Duty algorithm because I don't really watch anything Call of Duty or know anything. But like back in the day, it was like 360 no scope compilation on Rust, and it was just some guy jumping off the top of Rust and no scoping some guy, and it was like, holy shit, coolest thing ever. But
the closest thing that I could
out.
compare like Call of Duty to, if I was trying to compare it to something else as far as how it's gone, is Fast and Furious franchise. It went from about this specific thing to space explosions, Nicki Minaj and Snoop Dogg.
Yes, 100%. Yes, that's a very good comparison there. I would 100% agree. But it was cool. It was cool at the time. Modern Warfare 2 was sick.
Yeah, I had a Modern Warfare 2 controller. Like, it was awesome.
Hell yeah. Halo wasn't like the same, but kind of the same.
When I was I was a lot younger because my cousin's shit. I don't know how old he is, but he's pretty far older than me, probably like 8 to 10 years. When I was a kid in the milk house at their farm, they didn't milk cows anymore, and it was heated in there, so they had a like TVs set up with individual Xboxes and then couches, and they would all get together and play Xbox in there, and it was super fucking cool.
It's called a LAN party. Is what they used to call that.
But it was all the time though. That's where it always was. Those 6 or 8 Xboxes, however many there were always there.
That's very cool. Yeah. No, I mean
But they were always there anyway. But
right. Yeah. No, I mean I did the LAN party thing too, but it was never like a set up place to go. It would be like one friend would be like, let's all come to my house, bring Xboxes and a TV. I remember bringing a small TV to my friend's house so we could all play Halo together. It was cool.
Kids now would not make it in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby. Dude, and I say that and everybody says it, but like you don't understand. It was rough.
I think
we used
to
get on Call of Duty just to talk shit, like just to hurt people's feelings.
I think they'd have no problem surviving. But I will say I don't think they could keep up.
Concussion out.
had two bullets in me.
Because like playing marathon, there's prox chat in it, which means you can talk to other teams. And when you get a toxic person in marathon or something, their insults are so weak.
So
They're
soft.
so weak, so soft. It's just like, and it's the same Zoomer shit where they're like, oh, double shotgun, that's crazy, that's lame. I'm like, all right, dude.
Oh, okay, some of the things that were said on a Call of Duty chat and that time period probably at this point in time could have police at your house, like
Yeah,
legitimately.
I'd probably be arrested. Yeah, I'd probably be in prison for some of the things that I said in the Call of
not
Duty
not
lobby. Yeah.
Yeah, there was just some wild shit. Imagine if swatting was a huge thing at that point. Like, because swatting kind of had its thing, but at
Yeah.
that point in time specifically, imagine if swatting was big. It would have been rowdy.
It would have been pretty bad. I mean, there's like the whole streaming thing is like kind of why swatting is
Yeah,
popular, because there's not like, if I'm just shit talking some guy in a Call of Duty lobby, there's very little he could do to find out where I am to swat
that's
me,
fair.
is the thing.
Unless you
So
like added him for whatever reason.
added him, or like I was crazy enough to say my address in in like
Yeah,
voice
yeah.
chat, something like that. But yeah, no, it wasn't a thing then. People just talked shit and moved on. You didn't really ever think about it again,
Yeah,
You
you'd
just
say
kind of
some
yelled at each
crazy
other for
shit and then just hop off the game and go eat dinner. Like,
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It didn't really. I don't know. It was definitely a different time. Let me tell you what.
back in my day.
Yeah, bunch of old guys talking about Call of Duty lobbies. Fucking sick, dude.
It's funny to me now too because I can't believe how popular GTA is because I think about it now and how young I was when that game came out, GTA 5. Like it's been around for what, 10
Hmm.
years, 12 years, something like that now?
I think more. Let me find out.
Cuz
You
it came out
continue
in
your point.
2014.
Did it?
Yeah.
2013.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you're correct.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
2013. So
13 years old?
13. Yeah, 13 years ago. The game
Well,
came out
when was it released? October?
September.
August? September? So it's got a couple more months until it's 13 years old, but still.
Hmm. Yeah,
That's
it's about to
crazy.
get its first period or something like that.
That was a terrible that was an awful joke. That
That's what
was
I'll be here for. That's
Oh
what
my
I'm here for.
god. That was terrible. I don't know why we call this a comedy podcast. It's not funny.
No, it's not. I have a good time though.
Yeah, it's fun.
Hmm.
It's definitely
Hmm.
entertaining. Oh,
But
I didn't
I
ask you
think what you
today.
were.
How was your day?
Oh, fuck you. Fucking suck my
How are
cock.
you
You can't.
doing?
You can't wait this long to say that and just expect me to go off about it. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking.
Gotta
How are
ask your bros
you?
how they're doing. It's a
Yeah, male
movement.
mental health is a big problem. Check on your homies. Check your homies' balls. Something like that.
I don't know about that. I mean, if you're into that stuff, go ahead, but I don't know about that.
I think what you were going to say is that it's surprising that GTA is still popular after all this time.
Kind of, yeah. It's just it's got to be the longest running game that has like the longest active server game. No way there's other games. Well, when did Rust come out?
Ooh, Rust is pretty old too.
But I don't
Um,
I don't even think Rust has as big of a community as
oh,
GTA still
not
has.
even nearly as old. February 2018.
Oh wow.
Yeah, not even nearly as old.
Imagine how much fucking money they have to make off that game to keep those servers running.
They make a lot of money. They have a whole like skin
Oh
system,
yeah.
and they do release content pretty frequently for it. So
Oh yeah, there's still updates and shit for it all the time.
yeah, I would say a comparable game to GTA would be Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Not so much, I feel like lately, but there is still a dedicated player base that still plays it to this day, and that came out 2011.
Okay.
Let's compare it.
Compare it?
Yeah, let's compare them. So,
Are
okay.
you AIing this? Are you gronking this?
No, I'm not gronking it. I'm using my own brain, believe it or not. So, oh god, it's not even close. Uh 24-hour the last 24-hour peak of Skyrim on Steam was 25,000 players. The 24-hour peak for GTA 5 was 90,000.
That's less
90,000
than I
people are
thought it
still
would be.
playing. That's quite a bit though for that old of a
Oh
game.
yeah, that's a lot of people, but that's less than I thought it would be, honestly.
Yeah, but like compare it to a game that's new, newer, and how many people are playing it. Oh my god, I was so wrong.
But
I was gonna compare it to Apex Legends and be like,
hmm
see how many people, 266,000 people in the last 24 hours playing Apex. That's
yeah.
crazy. That's crazy. I did not think that many people played Apex.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's yeah,
favorite
that's
game of all time, all
my
games.
my favorite game of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm a racist!
Damn, you didn't
Ooh,
have to think about that.
actually, um,
I mean, that
I'm
is a
gonna
good
do an honor.
choice, but
I'm gonna do Red Dead 2, and I'm gonna do an honorable mention of Far Cry 5.
really
Yeah.
interesting. Far Cry 5 is a very good game, but I would never expect it to be in anyone's like top games. I don't know why.
You got to remember I wasn't like I played video games growing up, but I've never been
Mm-hmm.
like a huge gamer. So like most of my gaming knowledge came from either friends playing the game and telling me it was good or you playing the game which friends and telling me it was good.
Yeah.
Um and
No, we're
I
coworkers. We're not friends.
and yeah, Far Cry 3 is probably in my top 10.
Uh, I'm
Maybe even
surprised
top
that you'd say
5.
that before Farming Sim. Surprised.
I like Farming Sim, but I like Farming Sim because it's kind of mind numbing. You know what I mean? Where I can kind of space
Yeah.
out and play the game, and I really don't
Yeah.
have to. I have a goal and I'm doing something, but I don't have people in my face. I like a
Yeah. Yeah.
good story game. GTA 5 is probably in my list of games too because it was just at the time, it was a great
At the
story, it
time.
was great graphics.
Yeah.
Like
No, I
it did
completely
something that very
agree.
few, if no games had ever done before, where you could transfer between characters throughout a campaign and you played as multiple characters.
In the way that they did it, I don't know if anyone did it before. There were definitely games
Yeah.
that had
You
multiple
could
characters,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't think you could ever like hot swap between them before.
Mhm.
So that was pretty interesting. Uh,
How about you? What do you got? Number 1.
my number one, that's pretty fucking hard because it's like I'm like the opposite of you to where I have a giant library of a bunch of games that I've played.
Mhm.
So it's hard to narrow it down. But as it stands right now, I think my favorite game of all time is probably Tarkov. It's probably Tarkov.
It's funny
I
because my favorite. Sorry, keep going.
I was just gonna say it's kind. I know it's like my autistic obsession right now speaking, but I think there's a good chance Marathon might beat it, like years down the line. Like right now because it's so fresh and new, and there's like
It's
I've done.
shiny.
Yeah, it's shiny, and I've done a
Hmm.
lot of what's available to me now. I'm like almost done with pretty much everything I could do in the game. Um, but they do plan on continuing, content for it in the future. So years down the
Yeah,
line, if I'm still enjoying it as much as I am now, I think it'll pass it up. But I had
yeah.
years of enjoyment out of Tarkov, so
See, my most played game, like the game that I have the most hours into, might be in. I don't even know if it's in my top five.
what is it?
Arc. I love Arc, don't get me
Oh,
wrong, but I don't know if it's in my top five favorite games.
well, it's because it's a fucking time sink. That's why it's your most played game. Because to do
You
anything in that
have
fucking
to.
game, you have to be on for at least 2 hours to do anything. It's yeah. I mean,
when I, when I
Arc would
first
make it
got
my
my
top 10.
PC,
I don't know about top five.
we did a lot of Arc. I mean, I've had my. When did I buy this? February,
I don't remember.
January, something like that. Something like that.
It wasn't.
Within
It wasn't super long ago.
Yeah, within the first like month and a half, we had like 110 hours into Arc.
Yeah. Yep. Quite a lot. And that's only on PC. You played a whole lot more on
Oh
console and
yeah, on
everything.
Xbox. We've been playing Arc for a long time. We've been playing Arc for almost 10 years. That's insane. We're
Mm-hmm.
really fucking old.
Sure are. Sure fucking are, bud.
I can't
Old
believe I've
ass
done
men.
anything for 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I I've put in so many hours into Arc. Like when we were at our peak Arc playing, like online servers, PvP and everything, you'd like get on, go to sleep, wake up, get on, and I'd still be on. I'd be like, I'd be like, I got so much done, and then it
Look at
all
all the stuff.
goes
I
away.
remember coming back and the base being completely moved to somewhere else, and you're like, "Here, we have to get on these. Like, you're here. I'm gonna come get you. We're gonna have to get on these bats, go into this dimension, or go into this cave, go into this dimension, then go into this other dimension, and then go up into the corner, and this is where we are." And I was like,
Yeah,
"What?"
yeah, yeah. That was the longest standing PvP base we had.
Yeah, there was a, we had a
Yeah,
we had a lot of them. I think we've talked about our old maps before,
we
or our
have,
old thing
So I'm
before.
not trying to revisit it so much. But point is, a lot of time in Arc, too much.
Yeah.
Uh, I can't think of another. I'm trying to think of another game that I spent like. I mean, Ark and Tarkov are the most hours I've spent in a game for sure.
Yeah.
And I'll admit something embarrassing for anyone who happens to play Tarkov. I only got Kappa last year, which is like the big end game item. I never got it before last year, and I played so much Tarkov.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'll also admit something else embarrassing. I really like the Life is Strange games.
What is that?
They're just like so like girl coded story games where it's
Uh-huh.
like it's like a dramatic story about like
Dom's guilty pleasure.
yeah, it's just like a dramatic story about some girl doing something that is
I-
dramatic.
Is that your guilty pleasure game?
100%. I can't think of a game that I'm like if I'm talking to somebody about games, I can't think of one that I'm less likely to bring up. If they bring it up first, I'll be like, "Oh yeah, dude, games
What
rock."
what's my guilty pleasure game? I don't even know if I have one.
I don't think you play enough, probably, to have one.
No.
You don't like Fortnite, so it's not Fortnite.
No, I hate Fortnite. I can't.
Yeah.
And I would say Sea of Thieves, but I haven't played it, and it's not really a guilty pleasure because most
No, it's
people
not.
like Sea of Thieves.
Well, it sucks.
No, it doesn't.
We already we already had the Sea of Thieves argument on the podcast.
I know, it still makes me
We're not
fucking
doing
mad.
it again.
I love
We're
that
not
game.
doing it again, and I don't. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's bullshit.
I'm sorry. I've given it enough tries.
It's true bullshit, honestly. We
I've
could have this
given
full conversation again. I'm fucking mad.
I've given it a fair
I'm riled
shake.
the fuck up right now about it.
I've given it a fair shake.
No, you haven't. You're full of shit. All of your reasonings for not liking it are total fucking garbage.
Wrong.
I think I just messed with my gain. My bad.
You can't say that. You can't say that because the only bullshit reason to not like that game is because other people take your stuff. All I do is play games where other people take my stuff.
That's why I don't understand why you don't like it, because that's literally the whole point of the game is a loot-based game, and you play Marathon.
Because the mechanics suck.
It's a fucking round bullet.
Nope, mechanics suck.
Yes.
That's not why it sucks.
That's
not
that's
intended.
why it sucks.
It's not intended.
Do you want to know why the guns suck? Because they want you to use the fucking sword because you're a pirate.
Pirates used guns.
Less than they use their swords.
Well, yeah, but it's also not a... We're not having the Sea of Thieves argument again.
Yes, apparently we are, because it's bullshit.
I refuse.
It is so bullshit.
I'm going to say the thing that people say to get out of arguments. We're just going to have to agree to disagree.
I really hate your ass right now. What is that from?
Comment down below. Down below.
I hope that at some point people listen to this and you get hate for not
That's
liking
fine.
Sea of Thieves.
That's fine. I'll accept the hate. I'll accept it, and people can tell me that I'm wrong, but I need crowdsourcing before I can agree that I'm wrong. If other people tell me that the game is fine and I'm being a big bitch, I'll accept that I'm being a big bitch.
And play Sea of Thieves with me?
No, I'm still not going to play it. No, I'm still not going to play it.
I hate it here.
I'll just be a big bitch about not playing it, opposed to being valid.
It's kind of, again, that's bullshit, but whatever.
Agree to disagree. AKA, I'm done with this argument.
It's another game. We should play Rocket League. Actually, no, we shouldn't, because Rocket League is like fucking cracked now.
Yeah. All the kids are on fucking stimulants. I used to just be high on life playing that game, and I did okay, but now I think it's probably fucked up.
Dude, it's not even funny, too, because the last time we played Rocket League, there were multiple people who had some form of Addy or Adderall in their name.
Yeah. Because the game's meant for fucking people stimmed out on drugs, dude. Give me some stimulants and I'll be able to keep up, but
do you think all the sports teams in the high schools are like in the locker room before the game, just like, all right,
yes.
who wants what milligram you need?
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. They don't test.
I got 125s. Who's got 200s?
It's honestly probably something I've never heard talked about. Like, I guess I don't pay that close attention to the pro scene for gaming, but. Out of the times that I have, I've never seen anybody talk about. I think it's because everyone is on them.
What if
Like
Adderall
every
started
single person.
sponsoring pro gamers where like on their jerseys
Well,
that they wear, they had like the patches for the brands, Adderall, Ritalin.
yeah, I don't know if you can do that. I don't think you can do that. But it
Oh,
is
come
like
on. We
something
can
that
put
I think
Ozempic
is.
on a race car, but I can't put Adderall on the shirt for a pro gamer? What the
Is
fuck?
Ozempic on a race car?
I guarantee it. I guarantee Ozempic's been on
Nah, I
a
don't
race
think
car.
there's. I don't think there's drugs on cars, or like
Hold on.
anything. I don't think prescription drugs sponsor shit.
I think so. I think Ozempic. There's got to be an Ozempic race car.
I don't think there is. I don't think prescription drugs sponsor stuff.
I swear to God. What is this? No. I guess I could just Google can
Pharmaceutical companies and
drugs.
prescription drug brands actively sponsor sports ranging from the NFL to specific team and athlete endorsements. Novartis has served as the official pharmaceutical partner of the NFL, while brands like AstraZeneca have partnered with Professional Pickleball Association.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is
Yeah, here.
pharmaceutical
Okay.
companies.
I got it. I don't know if this is real. Williams announces new title sponsor with goal of fixing weight issue. This is Formula 1, but one of their sponsors is Ozempic.
Oh, was it posted April 1st?
Where do you see that?
I was just asking if it was an April Fool's joke.
Oh, it was posted on it was posted a month ago. Well, April
no,
1st was like
that would
last
have been,
week.
Yeah. A week ago from today.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was an April Fool's. Okay, well, I'm
Oh
wrong.
no,
I'll take
I'm an
that.
idiot. I'm an idiot. This is 100% a joke. I'm just fucking
Okay.
stupid.
Okay, you ate
The
onion.
joke the joke is that his sponsor
fat.
is Ozempic for weight reductions in his car.
Oh,
That's
I
the
get it.
joke.
I get it. Yeah. I get it.
That's dumb.
Right. But point that I was going to make earlier, I think Adderall and Ritalin and all those stimulants that pro gamers use, I think that it's probably never been talked about because they're probably all on them. So no one wants to call anybody out because they all take them.
What you're saying, like, why it's never been brought up is like somebody gets called out for it to start an investigation or something because everybody's
or
gonna
like
get fucked if one person gets fucked.
right. Yeah, exactly. It's like it's like back when everybody was on gear in baseball. So nobody was talking about being on gear in baseball until one guy did, and then a bunch of other people got fucked for it afterwards. Also, it's like an actual prescription drug. How do you like enforce that? You know, like you can't.
Yeah,
You just can't be.
that's
You
why it
can't
should
be
be a
prescribed
sponsor.
Adderall. Yeah, I guess you're right. You are actually correct.
I guess technically, the only way Adderall could be used as an enhancement is if you don't need Adderall.
Right. But the only way to prove that you don't need it is that you don't have a prescription to it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's pretty easy to get written a prescription
Yeah.
for Adderall.
Yeah, we don't have an
so-
opioid epidemic anymore. We have a fucking amphetamine epidemic. Everybody's on
Yes.
Adderall. What the fuck?
Yes.
Everybody.
Correct.
I guarantee you go to any place of work that has at least 10 employees, one of those 10 employees is on Adderall. Guaranteed.
I'd agree. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
That's
100%.
wild. But nobody talks about the amphetamine
Nope.
problem in America.
Well, probably because people aren't like robbing prescription places for more Adderall. Is probably
Yeah,
why no one's
yeah.
holding a pharmacy at gunpoint for more Adderall.
They're for whatever I get why, but if you took meth and you took heroin and put them next to each other, you'd be like, they're both bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But if you took um Adderall and pain pills next to each other and was like, which one do you think would cause more harm to you? You're automatically going to choose the pain pills just because how it's been shown over the years how addictive they become. Because it's
yeah.
an opioid, you know. But
Well,
this
and
is still
like
meth. The Adderall is still meth. Like
the weird thing about Adderall and like comparing it to opioids is like if so I take a pain pill, right? And I feel good. I'm like, "Oh, cool." And then I'm like, maybe next time I take 2 pain pills. And then I take 2 and then I feel really good. And I'm like, "Holy shit, this is great." But I feel like I've never met somebody who takes an Adderall and goes, what if I took 2 Adderalls? What would happen then? They just like take the one and get the effects and then move on. It feels like. So I don't know
you want
why that is, but that's what it
you want to
seems
hear a
like to me.
funny story about Adderall before we wrap this up this evening?
Sure. Tell me.
So when I was in my younger days, that made me sound really old. Why did I say that?
You're old. You
Yeah,
old.
but when I was younger, I was supposed to be helping a friend help I was supposed to be helping two friends help their sister move, okay?
Mhm.
So I'm at my house and I hit up my friend and I was like, "Hey, are we still helping your sister move?" "Yeah, we're still doing that." "Okay." And then I put okay and then I put Addy question mark like address, right? That was the term for address at the time. Hit me with the
Uh-huh.
Addy, you know? So, well, I think I said, yeah, I either said Addy or hit me with the Addy. And she said, okay, I got you. And I was like, okay. So I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting.
You don't get the address, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get the address. And I was like, what the fuck? So I hit her back up and I was like, hey, you got the Addy? And she's like, yeah. I was like, send it to me. And she doesn't respond. She reads it, but she doesn't respond. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, how am I supposed to come help your sister move if I don't know where her house is now? And so
Right.
finally I called her and I was like, yo, what's your sister's address? And she's like, oh, da 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 da, and gives me the address, right? So I get in the car and I go there, not thinking about the conversation that we just had. I get to the house, we start moving and bullshit and whatever. And she's like, oh, I got your Addy. I was like, I know you know my address. And she's like, no. And she hands me this fucking Adderall. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Why are
That's
you giving me this? And she's like, I thought you texted me and said to bring you some Adderall. And she's like, I was like, I didn't even know you had a script for Adderall. Why would I? And she's like, oh, okay, yeah. So I end up,
and you ate
I
it
may or,
anyway and moved that house in 2 goddamn hours.
yeah, I ate it anyways. And 20 minutes later, I'm underneath her car explaining to her why her muffler sounds the way it does. But, and then literally rolled over and I looked at my friend and I was like, I definitely understand now why meth heads are just doing random shit. I've been under here talking about a
Yep.
muffler for 10 minutes.
Yep. I see now why they take apart a dishwasher and try and put it back together. It all makes sense
Yeah.
now.
It all makes sense.
Okay.
And I believe that if you just give them the time, they probably could put it back together.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, just don't
But that's
if no outside distraction happened, they would put that back together. But
yeah,
then,
yeah.
their phone rings or
If
something and they get distracted.
yeah, the cop comes and asks why he's naked in a park with a dishwasher taken apart.
Yeah, the cop doesn't understand that in 5 minutes he'll be redressed and he'll be working on the dishwasher. But
Oh man. But
that
that's
is
my
a
story.
very funny misunderstanding. To close us off, I'll do the same bit that I always do. I might have forgotten a couple times, but I'll
You
display.
say that almost every time, and I think you've only forgotten to do it once. Maybe never. You may have
I
never
think twice.
forgotten to do
No, I'm
it.
pretty sure I forgot to do it twice. Pretty sure.
I don't know, but okay.
Maybe not. It's VHS time, everybody. Everyone's favorite segment. The whole reason that you stick around. Yes. The whole reason you stick around is for this segment here. For my first one, I thought about saving this for more towards the end of the year, but I didn't want to look for another one, so I grabbed it anyway. We've got the original Rudolph
Oh
on
shit!
VHS. Yep, the one with the fucking elf that wants to be a dentist for some reason.
Yeah.
Good movie though. The Abominable Snowman and the Lumberjack Man. He carries a revolver in his waistband. Pretty sick.
Can't do that anymore.
Can't do that anymore. And then the other one, another great kids movie, A Bug's Life.
Bug's Life is a
Got
good
Flick
movie.
there. Flick there's good. We were talking about SpongeBob conspiracy theories last time. I watched a Pixar one recently. We won't get into that because it's too long, but very fun. And then the third one, holding up my microphone, is maybe a little less known, but also a good movie. It's Oliver and Company.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, very good movie. I think is that where All Dogs Go to Heaven come from? Or is that a different
I'm
dog
not 100%
movie?
sure. I think
Don't
it's
remember.
a different dog movie.
Different one.
I could be wrong.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us for episode 9 of the Blowhole.
9.
9.
9.
Maybe we should stop saying 9 repeatedly. Thank you for joining us for episode 9 of the Blowhole. I've been Dinko, joined with Bryan or Monster7774 on Xbox. Check us out on all of the socials. It's, what is it, Blowhole Pod?
The Blowhole Pod.
Yep, the Blowhole Pod on all socials. YouTube, X, Pinterest, all of them. Instagram. Do that.
Did you say Pinterest?
I did. Yeah, it's the most important one. It's where all of our followers go anyway. So
yeah.
Yep. So thanks for joining us, and I'll catch you in the next one. Adios.
Bye. Mind your fucking business.